Scholastic Scrimmage is provided by the Air Products Foundation. The foundation is supported by donations from Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated as a charitable organization whose contributions provide support for educational, cultural, health, and community programs in the Lehigh Valley. Funding is also provided by Lehigh Valley Bank. Lehigh Valley Bank provides student loan plans for undergraduates, graduate students, and parents of students, as well as a full line of regular banking services. Our name says it all. The series is also made possible by Channel 39 School Services participating districts.
WLVT-TV presents Scholastic Scrimmage, a weekly program featuring teams from Lehigh Valley High Schools in a contest of quick recall. Tonight's teams are from Boyertown High School and Allentown Central Catholic High School. Your host for Scholastic Scrimmage is Harry Price.
Good evening and welcome to Scholastic Scrimmage. We're going to meet the teams and the coaches, then we'll begin the contest. From Boyertown High School, Ron Sala, a junior. Eric Allen, a sophomore. The captain is Frank Dill. Frank is a senior. Tim Shope, a junior. And we have two coaches, Mike Perry, teacher of physics, and Bob Herensevich, teacher of German. From Allentown Central Catholic High School, Mabel Medina, a senior. Elizabeth Scrappitz is the captain. Elizabeth is a junior. Karin Mayer, a senior. Sean Heffelfinger, a sophomore. And our coach is Angela Solomon, teacher of German. Channel 39 is pleased to announce that at the conclusion of the series this June, after the championship contest, the Air Products Foundation will present a $1,500 scholarship award to the championship high school and a $750 award to the runner-up high school. Remember, the answers to the questions on Scholastic Scrimmage require rapid recall of factual information and aren't necessarily indicative of academic training. The rules for the contest are as follows. On toss-up questions, you'll be given 10 points for each correct response. If you answer incorrectly, then we will take 10 points away. In the event you answer a question incorrectly, the opposing team will be given an opportunity to answer without penalty. They're going to receive 5 points for a correct answer in this situation. Of course, each correct answer to a toss-up gives you the opportunity to answer a bonus question without penalty. Team members may confer only on the bonus questions, and the answers to these questions should be given to me by the two team captains. A buzzer will signal the end of the contest. If it sounds while a question is being asked, the game stops. If the buzzer goes off while you're answering a question, you will be permitted to complete your answer, but no bonus questions will be asked. Are there any questions? If not, we'll begin with our first toss-up, and we're looking at a 10-point bonus. When Congress voted in 1983 to establish the third Monday of January as a federal legal public holiday, a national holiday, commemorating the birthday of Martin Luther King, it was conferring an honor previously granted to only one American citizen. Who was he? It was George Washington. Another toss-up. This time we're preparing for a 15-point bonus. For 10 points, identify this name beginning with the letter M, as in mother. Sherlock Holmes, arch-villain. Boyertown, Tim.
Moriarty.
You are correct, Professor Moriarty. Bonus 15-pointer. Frank, for you and the team, you give me the answers. 5 points apiece. Give me the feminine counterpart of each of these words. First one, tiger. Frank?
Tigress.
Correct. Monk, M-O-N-K.
None.
Frank?
None.
We'll accept that. Sire, S-I-R-E.
Mistress.
Frank?
Mistress.
No. It would be dam, D-A-M, or dame, I would have accepted, D-A-M-E. You got 2 out of the 3 for 10 points. Another toss-up, looking at a 10-point bonus. For 10 points, what is the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of water at 4 degrees centigrade? Boyertown, Ron.
1 gram.
Correct. Your bonus, 10-pointer. You might want to use paper and pencil. I'm going to name 4 minerals. Please identify the hardest mineral and the softest mineral in the list of 4. Correct answers are worth 5 points each, and here are the minerals. Calcite, corundum, feldspar, and talc.
Talc is the softest.
Frank,
Talc.
hardest first, please.
The corundum. It's the
And
hardest.
softest?
Talc.
You are correct on both counts. You got your 10 points. Going for another 10-pointer. Toss up. The earliest evidence of any systematic interest in science comes from the civilizations which existed in 2 river valleys. The Tigris Euphrates was one. What's the other? Boyertown, Ron.
The Indus.
Incorrect. Over to Central. Sean.
The Nile.
The Nile, I'll accept. The center of civilization in very ancient times. Here's your bonus. You got 5 on the rebound, Central. Elizabeth, you give me the answer. I want you to name the Canadian province in which the fast-growing cities of Edmonton and Calgary are both located.
Are you sure about that?
Elizabeth.
British Columbia.
Incorrect. Alberta. Going for a 10-pointer. Toss up. According to the book of Genesis, the exceedingly durable wood of the gopher tree, possibly the cypress, made an important contribution to saving mankind. Boyertown, Tim.
Noah's Ark.
We'll accept. How it was the wood Noah used to build the ark. We will accept. Here's your bonus, a 10-pointer, Frank. I'm looking for 2 words that begin with the letter P as in Paul. Each correct answer is worth 5 points. Here are the clues. First one, a 4-syllable verb meaning foretell or predict.
Premeditate.
Frank.
Premeditate.
That would be prognosticate. Second one, a 7-letter noun meaning offspring or descendants. Frank.
Progeny.
Correct on that. You got 5 out of the 10. Here's your visual on the monitor. I want you to give the factored form a 16 to the x power plus 2 times 2 to the 2x power plus 1. Sorry, there's no response. I wanted the factored form. The factored form is the quantity, 2 to the 2x power plus 1 raised to the 2nd power. Another toss-up. Victoria was proclaimed Empress of India. Custer was massacred. Bell demonstrated his telephone. These events happened in what year? Boyertown, Tim.
1876.
You are correct. Here's your bonus 10-pointer. 5 points each. Name these individuals who were part of the Confederate cause during the U.S. Civil War. This Mississippian served as president of the Confederacy. Frank?
Jefferson Davis.
Correct. During the Battle of Gettysburg, this Confederate officer led a valiant but ultimately unsuccessful charge of 15,000 of General Lee's finest troops. Frank?
Pickett.
General George Pickett is correct. Pickett's charge. Going for a 15-point bonus. Toss up. A person who is recovering from an illness is said to be convalescing. For 10 points and no correcting yourself once you've begun, spell convalescing. Allentown Central, Elizabeth.
Convalescing.
Correct, Elizabeth. Bonus 10-pointer for you and the team. Hocus pocus is the subject of this 2-part question worth 5 points apiece. First one. There's said to be 2 different kinds or 2 different types of magic, one for good and one for evil. Name both. Elizabeth.
Black magic and white magic.
Correct. What's the name by which the 5-pointed star, the most powerful weapon in magic, is known? Elizabeth.
Pentagram.
Correct again. You've got your 10. Going for another 10-point bonus. Here's your toss-up. On your monitor is the work of New Yorker cartoonist Charles Addams. It's entitled 3 Blind Mice. It's obviously a parody of a famous painting. Name the famous painting. Boyertown, Ron.
American Gothic.
You are correct. By Grant Wood. Here's your bonus. 10-pointer for Boyertown. The national anthems of 2 nations are used as themes in Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture. For 5 points apiece, name the nations.
Russia and France, maybe? That's like fighting. Russia and France.
Frank?
Russia and France.
You are correct. La Marseillaise, the French national anthem, and at that time it was the hymn of the Soviet Union. Going for a 10-point bonus. Toss-up, multiple choice. For 10 points, was the foundation of modern tidal theory, that's T-I-D-A-L, modern tidal theory, developed by Kepler, Copernicus, Newton, or Davy? Sir Isaac Newton. He explained that the attraction exerted by the sun and the moon on the molecules of the oceans is the basic cause of tides. Going for a 10-pointer toss-up. Name the Great Lake on which Green Bay, Wisconsin is located. Boyertown, Eric.
Michigan.
Correct. Green Bay is an inlet or an offshoot of Lake Michigan. Green Bay, the bay itself. And the city is also on that bay. Bonus 10-pointer. Each of these scenic sites is located in 2 states. For 5 points apiece, name the 2 states in each case. Death Valley National Monument. Frank?
California and Nevada.
Mojave Desert.
California and Arizona?
Frank?
California and Arizona.
No, that's also California and Nevada. You got 1 out of the 2. We're going to take a halftime break now with the score at half, 100 for Boyertown, 25 for Central. Ron Salo, during our second round, we ask our contestants to share with us information about their extracurriculars. Would you begin for Boyertown, please?
I'm the associate editor of Accent, our school's literary art magazine, and I'm also a witness on the mock trial team.
Thanks, Ron. Eric Allen.
I'm a member of the school math team. I play bells in our church handbell choir, and I also play clarinet.
Thanks, Eric. Frank Dill.
Yes, I'm the sports editor of our school newspaper. I participate in cross-country and track, and I'm also the co-editor of Accent magazine.
Thank you, Frank. Tim Shope.
I'm in the band and stage band. I'm on the math team, a member of NHS, and I'm our school's junior representative to Berks County Student Forum.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks to Boyertown. Allentown Central Catholic. We'll begin with Mabel Medina.
I'm president of the National Honor Society. I'm the treasurer of our Central Committee for Student Council. I'm a member of the editorial staff for our literary magazine Quill. I'm a member of the Pennsylvania Math League, Language Club, and Pep Club.
Thanks, Mabel. Elizabeth Scrappitz.
I'm in the Drama Club, an officer of FBLA, and I'm on the editorial staff of the school paper and the school literary magazine.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Karen Mayer.
I'm a member of NHS, the Pennsylvania Math League, and Quill, our school literary paper magazine. I'm a National Merit finalist, and I have a brown belt in the Taekwondo.
We'll stay away from you, right? Thanks, Karen. And finally, Sean Heffelfinger.
I'm involved in the marching, concert, and pep bands in the National Honor Society.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks to Allentown Central. Again, the score at half is 100 for Boyertown, 25 for Central. Still a very close contest. We're going to begin the second half with a toss-up, and we're preparing for a 15-point bonus. British author William Golding is best known for his first novel, Central. Elizabeth.
The Lord of the Flies?
You are correct. I want you to identify it. It's a 1954 novel, Lord of the Flies. Your bonus, 15 points, Elizabeth. In English, there are many homophones, 2 or more distinct words that are pronounced the same way. I'll give you definitions of a pair of homophones. You can earn 5 points for giving me the common pronunciation for these 2 words, and you'll earn an additional 5 points for each of the words you can spell correctly. Again, this is a 15-pointer. Here are the definitions. I'll give you both of them. A male hog, H-O-G, and the interior diameter of a gun barrel. Elizabeth, I want the pronunciation first, please.
Boar.
We will accept. And now, spelling a male hog.
B-O-A-R.
And interior diameter of a gun barrel?
B-O-R-E.
Correct on all 3 counts. You have 15 points on the bonus, another toss-up. So on the monitor, what is the value of 6 factorial divided by 4 factorial times 2 factorial? Boyertown, Tim.
30.
Incorrect. Over to Central on the rebound. Karan.
1.
Not 1. It's 15. 15. Here's your toss-up. Looking at a 10-point bonus. For 10 points, what billionaire, a citizen of the United States, sent $2 million last May to Cyprus at the request of Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North? The money was used as part, or was to be used as part of a ransom deal that eventually collapsed. It's H. Ross Perot, P-E-R-O-T. Going for a 15-pointer. Toss-up. Give the tense and voice of the verb in this sentence. You were seen with that woman again. Central. Sean.
Past tense and passive voice.
Correct on both counts. You've got your 10 points on the toss-up. Here's your bonus, 15-pointer. For 5 points each, here are some golden items from literature for you to identify. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Elizabeth?
The Golden Rule.
Correct. Ian Fleming novel made into a film. Elizabeth?
Goldfinger.
Correct again. Famous Address by William Jennings Bryan. Elizabeth?
The Golden Age.
Incorrect. It would be the Cross of Gold speech. Gave the speech at the 1896 Democratic Party National Convention. Cross of Gold. 2 out of the 3, Elizabeth, for 10. Going for a 10-point bonus. Here's your toss-up. What do we call devices in a nuclear reactor used to regulate the rate of nuclear... Boyertown, Frank.
Control rods.
Correct. They are used to regulate the rate of nuclear reaction. He gave control rods. Correct. Bonus 10-pointer. There's a suffix oid, O-I-D, which is usually found at the end of Greek roots. The suffix, often used in geometry, means having the form of, like, or resembling. For 5 points apiece. First, the surface made by revolving a parabola about its principal axis is a what? It's a paraboloid. Second one, nearly like the surface of a football is a...
What is it?
Frank.
Spheroid.
I'd say that about a basketball. A football is an ellipsoid. Okay, we'll go on to another toss-up. And our bonus is a 10-pointer. Thomas Jefferson was George Washington's Secretary of State and became president in 1801. For 10 points, who was James K. Polk's Secretary of State who became president in 1857? Boyertown, Eric.
James Buchanan.
From the state of Pennsylvania, 15th President of the United States. Correct. Bonus, 10-pointer. It's a bonus question to test your knowledge of dates in American history. For 5 points each, tell me the exact years in which the following events occurred. First one, the Treaty of Ghent ended the War of 1812. Frank.
1815.
You're off by a year, really not by much. It was signed December 24th, 1814 in Ghent, Belgium. Second one, in a message to Congress, the president made a foreign policy statement that has come to be known as the Monroe Doctrine.
20? 21?
Frank.
1821.
Close. 1823. Signed on December 2nd, or delivered December 2nd, 1823. Going for a 15-pointer. Toss-up. It was said that toward the end of Leonid Brezhnev's life, the Communist Party had come under the rule of a gerontocracy. Explain this word, gerontocracy. Central, Elizabeth.
Ruled by the elderly.
Correct. Government by the old is correct. Your bonus, a 15-pointer, Elizabeth. 5 points apiece. Answer these 3 Thoreau questions. First one, what essay did Thoreau write because of his arrest? Elizabeth.
Civil disobedience.
Correct. In refusing to pay a tax, he was objecting to slavery and to what war? Elizabeth.
Mexican War.
Correct. How much was the tax? Elizabeth.
2%.
No, it was a $1 poll tax. That was on July 23rd. He was arrested July 23rd, 1846. You got 2 out of the 3 for 10. Going for a 10-point bonus. Toss-ups, mathematics. What's the area of a square whose diagonal is 10 centimeters long? Boyertown, Frank.
50 square centimeters.
Correct, Frank. Your bonus on the monitor, Frank and team. In the figure, the 10-inch chord AB is located 4 inches from point O, which is the center of the circle. How long is the radius of that circle?
8. No, it can't be. All right, 8.
Frank?
8.
Not 8. It's the square root of 41 inches. The square root of 41. Going for a 10-pointer toss-up. Name the largest city on Puget Sound. Central, Sean.
Seattle.
Correct. Seattle, Washington. Bonus 15-pointer. If you take in German, you'll have an advantage in this particular question. For 5 points apiece, and we've got 2 German instructors here as coaches. What German word, meaning star, S-T-A-R, is the name of the magazine that in 1983 bought the forged Hitler diaries? Elizabeth.
No response.
It would be Stern, S-T-E-R-N. Second one, does the German word Abend, A-B-E-N-D, mean monk, evening, or through? Elizabeth.
Evening.
Correct. What is the meaning of the German word Uber? Elizabeth.
Over.
Correct. You got 2 out of the 3 for 10. Made at least some of the coaches happy here. Going for a 10-point bonus. Here's your toss-up. Canine means of or having to do with the dog. For 10 points, give me the 8-letter adjective that means of or having to do with an eagle. I'm sorry, the buzzer rang just before you did, Elizabeth. It would be aquiline. Aquiline, of or having to do with an eagle. Here's your toss-up. It's a listening toss-up. Listen to the excerpt. It sounds like we filtered that through a little garbling device, but the selection we just heard was composed by George Gershwin. For 10 points, identify the composition. Boyertown, Ron.
Rhapsody in Blue.
Correct, for piano and orchestra. 10-point bonus. Give me the correct first and last names of the German composer whose most famous work is the opera Hansel and Gretel. Frank? I'm sorry, Frank?
Richard Wagner.
Not Wagner. Engelbert Humperdinck. The name of a modern singer. Going for a 10-point bonus. Here's your toss-up. For 10 points, what do we call a large grouping of stars in a roughly spherical shape? Boyertown, Eric.
A globular cluster?
Correct, Eric. 10-point bonus. What do we call the application of mathematics to biology? Frank?
Biomathematics.
No? Close. Biometrics, biometry, we would have accepted. Here's your toss-up. For 10 points, according to the 12th Amendment to the Constitution, if in a presidential election no one wins a majority of votes in the Electoral College, what body chooses the new president? Boyertown, Eric.
House of Representatives.
The U.S. House of Representatives is correct. Bonus 10-pointer. An official statement of disapproval is the U.S. House of Representatives' mildest form of punishment for serious misconduct by members. For 10 points, beginning with the letter R, what's it called?
Reprimand.
Frank?
Reprimand.
Said he confidently. You are correct. Here's your toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. For 10 points, in this case, what caused the fear? And the word is ergophobia. That's Central, Sean.
Fear of work.
Correct, Sean. I'm looking for, this is your bonus, I'm looking for 2 standard abbreviations. For 5 points each, please correctly spell, including punctuation, and any needed capitalization with standard abbreviations for the two following words. First one, merchandise. Elizabeth.
Capital MDSE, period.
Will you accept? Not with the capital M. Okay. Will not accept. MDSE, period, we would have accepted. I said with the needed capitalization. Teaspoon. Elizabeth?
TSP, period.
You are correct on that one. You got 5 out of the 10. Toss-up, going for a 10-pointer. How many radians, R-A-D-I-A-N-S, are contained in 540 degrees? Boyertown, Eric.
3 pi.
Correct. And your bonus, 10-pointer. It's on the monitor. I want you to listen carefully. It's a bonus question in mathematics, of course. Consider a parabola given by that equation, y is equal to x squared plus bx plus c. If this parabola crosses the x-axis at x is equal to 2, and I'm in the business of asking the question, the game is over, that's final buzzer. The final score is 170 for Boyertown and 125 for Allentown Central High School. An excellent contest, certainly one of the better ones we've probably ever had here. Elizabeth, your team did well, they came back. Mabel, we want to wish you all success in college. Karan in college. Sean, Elizabeth, we'll see you again next year. Boyertown, we congratulate you. You're going to be back here again in mid-May in the 3rd round against the winner of next week's contest. And next week, we'll have contestants from Liberty High School in Bethlehem, Muhlenberg High School in Reading. This is Harry Price. Thank you for being with us, and good night.
Funding for Scholastic Scrimmage is provided by the Air Products Foundation. The foundation is supported by donations from Air Products and Chemicals Incorporated as a charitable organization whose contributions provide support for educational, cultural, health, and community programs in the Lehigh Valley. Funding is also provided by Lehigh Valley Bank. Lehigh Valley Bank provides student loan plans for undergraduates, graduate students, and parents of students, as well as a full line of regular banking services. Our name says it all. The series is also made possible by Channel 39 School Services participating